Hey guys, Alicia here. Today we're going to talk about how to run a successful mock-up photography business. Before I get into the video, if you are new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and also the bell notification so you do not miss out on any future videos about how to make money online. Also, I will leave a link in the description. If you have not already done so, please sign up for my Girl Boss email. And I promise I'm not going to spam you. I'm thinking about doing maybe 2 or 3 emails per month. And you're going to get a lot more focused content and behind the scenes type stuff there. So let's get into the video. So in order to run a successful mock-up business, the first thing you need to understand is your audience and who it's going to be. And you also need to understand Etsy's policies on using mock-up photos. So for example, if you have a Cricut vinyl cutting machine and you make a t-shirt, or you're wanting to make a t-shirt and sell it on Etsy, you cannot just use a mock-up photo. You have to actually take a physical photo of the finished product because it is a handmade product. And that goes with just anything. So you can't just take a mock-up photo, put the font and the text, that you want your shirt to say or your design. You can't do that just to save a t-shirt. You have to actually make the shirt and you have to take a picture of that. Now, from what I understand, you can use a mock-up photo for a handmade item like in your second photo or your third photo, but it cannot be your first photo. So once again, I will leave a link to Etsy's policy on listing, using and listing mock-up photos for your listings. So understanding your audience. Okay, most of your audience is going to be either print-on-demand users or they are going to be people who create digital products, which is what my channel is mainly all about, digital products. Also, you're going to have a lot of people who are bloggers and people who want mock-up photos like a picture of a desk, something like that. So if I type in right here, if I literally just type up mock-up already, here are the types of photos that you can take and have in your shop. And then you could put tabs over to the left of your shop for each one if you're running a mock-up photography business, because that would be your niche. So you can do the mock-up t-shirts, mock-up frames. And the mock-up frames are used a lot too by print-on-demand users and also digital users. There's mock-up bundles. People will sometimes take a bunch of photos and they'll put them all in. There's Christmas mock-up photos, stationery, which is one that I have used frequently. That could be anything from cards, to tags. I know I used one for tags the other day on how to do the cardstock tags. Wedding mock-up photography, there's a lot of those. I know I've seen them where they have like the table numbers and things like that. Another one is the mock-up mug. Now, you can go and get these items. Printful sells these items, but they're pretty expensive. So like, for example, a big seller in mock-up photography is the Bella Canvas 3001. And you can actually order that cheaper from like Jiffy.com, which is a great place to order t-shirts for, 3/4 of the price. I mean, it's going to be a lot lower, to get it from like Jiffy. Also, when you are doing things like a mock-up mug, there is a certain type of mug that you are wanting to use. So you are wanting to use the mug that, it looks similar to this. You want to make sure it's not the mug that's kind of curved in. So you can do this and you can take several different types of photos in different setups with your mug. Now, I went to the dollar store last night just to get a few items, like for Christmas wrapping paper, things like that. And I just happened to run across a mug that looks just like this in solid white for $2. So you do not have to spend a whole lot. So, where to go to get your items. You go to Jiffy.com to get your shirts. And I can even pull up Jiffy.com. So let's go ahead and pull that up. And like I said, the Bella canvas is a big seller. So if I go to Jiffy, and if I type a Bella canvas, this is the shirt right here. It is a unisex shirt and it is a huge seller on, print on demand on Printful. So when I took some mock-up photos, that's what I did. I went here to Jiffy.com and I got the 3001. And this comes in so many different colors. So you can actually order, and they're $3.44 per shirt. You can order a bunch of these and use them solely for the purpose of taking the mock-up photos. And then once you're finished, using them for mock-up photos, and if you need a shirt to use for something else, that's okay. But to order these, you can get these in all different colors, and the Bella canvas comes in so many different colors. So this is just an idea of where to go to get things. As far as your background, natural light is best. So, for example, if you can, and I know that it is December and in a lot of places it's very cold. I know it's cold here in Kentucky, but still, even on a day like today, it is very cold outside. But I can still go outside for just a moment and, I can still go outside and take a few photos. It's actually, I'm looking now, it is 39 degrees here. And I can go outside and put my setup and take a photo. It would not take me that long, and I could withstand the cold for a little while. So natural light is best. Also, you want to avoid harsh sunlight. So if it is sunny outside, you want to make sure that your photos are taken in natural light, but in the shade. And then if you have just a few basic editing skills, you can brighten those up. So if we go here and we look at, photos like this, it looks like somebody took this one outside and they took it on the edge of their deck. And they do have some great photography skills because they have blurred the background. And this is just a very simple picture that could be used year-round. Okay, and then they also have, like a Christmas mock-up photo. So once again, it looks like they have done this. Now, you can go to places like the Dollar Tree and the dollar store and you can get props. This is what I call props. Like these little boxes, ornaments, things like this, and you can make a background doing that. So, once again, the whole point here of taking mock-up photos is understanding your audience. Now, I do want to tell you that, mock-up photos are selling very well on Etsy right now because they are in high demand. There have been times I have gone to search for a certain mock-up photo just because I didn't have the time to take it myself, and I really didn't have a lot to choose from. So they are selling, and it is a great niche idea to go in. So let me just pull up one more thing here. Let's do mock-up t-shirt. This is another thing that you can do, and you can take these seasonally. So, for example, I see this one right here. This is focused more on summer, that it looks like they have this on a background of some sort that looks like a deck, or it could possibly be their deck, and they have a pair of shorts and sunglasses. So, you know, this is just things that you can do. If I go in here to see the feedback and everything that has been sold, I'm checking to see about her mock-up photos, because it looks like right now she is selling a lot of Christmas items and digital paper type things. So right here she is selling mock-ups, and you know, that is just another example of what to do. So I go here into this person's store, and they're doing really good. Now they're actually putting the type of shirt right here. The Gildan 500 is also a great seller for print-on-demand users or other people who are using, you know, whatever the reason is that they're using. And this is an instant download. So, you know, if you have a good camera, and it doesn't have to be the most, you know, extravagant camera. You know, if you just have a decent camera, I have a Canon T3i, and I do have a speed light on it, so it's really not the best camera in the world. You can still get great photos. And if you notice, this photo is very bright, and she has added some props to this. Okay, now I will be honest, there are so many pictures with Converse tennis shoes in them, and I would try to get a little bit more creative and do something outside of that. Another mock-up idea is to do with a person. So let me see if I can find one with a person. With an actual person, like a it looks like here is one here. They're not really showing their face. And it looks like they changed the background on this one. I don't know that I'm too crazy about this one. But you can actually, like if you have, you know, your teenage daughter or your son and you want to use them as your model for your mock-up photos, or you have a good friend that is willing to volunteer, I would highly recommend that you take some pictures, you know, with a person using a model. So, you know, there are just so many ideas that you can do here. You know, it's like this person here has taken so many photos, they actually bundled them all up into the Bella Canvas Beach Bundle. So she has an actual theme going on here. Here's one of a mock-up photography on a person. So some people prefer to see it on a person. I actually prefer to see a flat lay. I really like the flat lay. And then another thing I have noticed too on t-shirt photography, they'll put different types of props that are appealing to different types of people. So this one, she has like a pair of ankle boots and a scarf, and she's even put like a cardigan sweater over the top of it and paired it with a pair of jeans. So if you notice, once again, this photo is very bright. It was taken very well, and it is straight on, which is something else you want to make sure you're doing straight on. Now, just one more thing I want to show you. Mock-up wedding. This is also a huge seller as well. There are so many different things on mock-up photos that you wouldn't even think of probably that people would need a mock-up photo for. So, you know, kind of like this right here. This is like the design, something that would go, you know, when someone is walking into your wedding or your wedding reception. This is where you would put your design here. So if I do the table numbers, I know I found one the other day that I had used. Let's see, wedding. Okay, I actually have this photo right here. This is showing a mock-up photo on, you know, what a table number would look like on a table. Now, it looks like this person went to a whole lot of trouble to make this background. Now, I will say this. One thing that even though this is a fantastically taken photo, one thing I don't like about this is that you want to also make sure that the background isn't distracting so much from your photo here. So I actually have this photo and I had some trouble with it, mainly because I felt like it was getting swallowed in this beautiful background here. So you want to make sure that your mock-up photo is the main image and that you just add a few little props to add to it. And then if I type in mock-up desk. Okay, so this is something that I have actually been looking into because I'm wanting to change my YouTube channel art. So if I go here to the styled stock photo, this is showing here a picture of a desk and a laptop with a cup of coffee and some glasses and pens. So these are all inexpensive things or things that you may already have in your home that you can use to take your mock-up photography. And it looks like they have this on a nice, clean, white background. And I'm telling you, you can go and get poster board. They are 2 for $1 at the Dollar Tree, or you can use, you know, whatever it is. But I love using poster board for smaller mock-up photo items, you know, because it's just easy to use, it's already flat, and then you can do things like this. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful to you. If you do have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And also, once again, don't forget to sign up for my Girl Boss email, and I'll put a link to that in the description below. And also, if you liked this video, hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button and bell notification so you never miss out on videos on how to make money online. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day.